Hello my dear students. Today I will discuss about generation of computer languages and programming paradigm. The topic is Introduction to Object-Oriented Programming Concepts, Part 1. The next slide is about computer as electronic and digital device. A computer is an electronic and digital device that processes information through arithmetic or logical operations automatically, called computer programming. It uses a set of instructions and data to solve a particular problem. For example, the instructions of a good traveling trip are described clearly enough so that anyone can follow it. Same way, programs are written using step-by-step instructions so that a computer can process those instructions to get the desired output. What is computer program? A computer program is a set of instructions and data to solve a particular problem. It follows step-by-step procedure. For example, instructions: print your father's name on the screen. Calculate the area of a rectangle. Data required for the above instruction: your father's name, the length and breadth of the rectangle. The next slide is about programming language. What is programming language? A programming language is a set of commands and grammatical rules for instructing a computing device to solve a specific task. Programming, the process of defining and implementing various set of instructions given to the computer to perform a certain predefined task, is called programming. Programmer. A programmer is a person who designs the logic of computer programming. The next slide is about evolution of programming languages. There are 5 different types of programming languages. First generation language is machine language. Second generation language is assembly language. Third generation language is called high level language. Fortran, Java and C are the examples of third generation language. Fourth generation language are SQL and Oracle reports. Fifth generation language is Smalltalk and Prolog. The next slide is about first generation programming language and second generation programming language. First generation programming language features are as follows. Number 1. First generation programming language is called machine language. It is known as low-level language. Number 2. Machine language instructions are expressed as binary form called machine code. Number 3. A binary number is made up of just 2 digits, 0 and 1. Second generation programming language features are as follows. Number 1. Second generation programming language is called assembly language. It is also known as low-level language. Number 2. Assembly language uses special symbolic codes called mnemonics instead of binary digits 0 and 1. These mnemonic codes are add, sub, etc. Number 3. Assembler converts assembly language program into machine language. The next slide is about third generation programming language and fourth generation programming language. The main features of third generation programming languages are as follows. Number 1. A third generation programming language is called high-level language. Number 2. High-level languages are closer to English language and user-friendly. Number 3. Writing programs in these languages are very simple and require very less time. Number 4. They use language translator. Fortran, Java, C and C++ are the examples of third generation programming language. Fourth generation programming language features are as follows. Number 1. They are very simple and easy to use. Number 2. The fourth generation languages are non-procedural. Number 3. They can support different types of operating systems. Number 4. People need simple programming skills to write the codes. Example: structured query language, in short SQL, report generators such as Oracle reports and Python are the examples of fourth generation programming language. The next slide is about fifth generation programming language. The features are as follows. Number 1. Artificial intelligence, in short AI, is the main feature of fifth generation computer language. Number 2. Computer can think and make their own conclusion. Number 3. Speech recognition is a great feature of 5GLS. Smalltalk, Prolog and Mercury are the examples of fifth generation programming language. The next slide is about programming paradigm. What is programming paradigm? A programming paradigm is a way of programming that is used to classify programming languages by their features. There are two types of programming paradigm. Number 1. Procedure-oriented programming, POP. Number 2. Object-oriented programming, OOP in short. The next slide is about procedure-oriented programming. What is procedure-oriented programming? The process of dividing a complex programming problem into smaller codes using functions or procedures is called as procedure-oriented programming. Example: Fortran, Basic, COBOL and C. The main characteristics of procedural programming are as follows. Number 1. It uses top-down approach. Number 2. The program is divided into smaller blocks of programming codes called procedures or function, where each procedure performs a specific task. Number 3. It supports model of real world through procedures operating on data. Number 4. The data moves freely within a program. Number 5. The logic of a program is easy to develop. The next slide is about limitation of procedural programming. The limitations of procedural programming are as follows. Number 1. Procedural programming mainly works with procedures or functions. less importance is given to the data. Number 2, the data and functions or procedures are detached from each other. Number 3, global data is moved freely within a program and shared among various functions or procedures. It is difficult for programmers to handle incorrect data. Number 4, it does not support code reusability. Number 5, changes in data types need to be mentioned manually all over the program, including all functions or procedures using that. Number 6, this programming approach does not support large and complex programs. Students, in this session, I have discussed about generation of computer programming languages and the main characteristics and limitations of procedure-oriented programming. Hope all of you have understand this part of the chapter very well. That's all for now. Thank you.